Let me ask you something brutally honest. Why is it that even when older men clearly have more life experience, more wisdom, and more stability, younger women still end up walking away? Because the truth is, and trust me, this is going to sting, most older men sabotage themselves without even realizing it. And here's the craziest part. Study after study shows that women are naturally more attracted to older men, not just a little older, 10, 15, even 25 years older. I'm Amelia, and welcome my channel, where we reveal what women really think, not what they pretend to say. Today, I'm giving you a raw, unfiltered look at the 4 brutal dating mistakes that push younger women away, even when they were already attracted to you. And no, this is not another list of surface-level tips. These are deep psychological patterns that most men never correct. Fix them, and the entire dating game tilts in your favor. Ignore them and don't be surprised when she disappears. Younger women are already attracted to older men. I'm not talking statistically, I'm talking personally. I married a man 10 years older. My neighbor married a man 25 years older when she was only 24. So many of my girlfriends have been in passionate, meaningful relationships with older men. But here's the problem. Despite having the advantage, most older men waste it. The men I work with in their 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s walk into dating with the odds stacked in their favor, only to blow it within the first few minutes of talking to a younger woman. They freeze, they overthink, and they fall into subtle behaviors that subconsciously repel women. And then they wonder why they stay single, get ghosted, or worse, get used. The first mistake is putting younger women on a pedestal. Picture this. You're standing in front of a beautiful young woman. Your heart starts racing. Your mind panics. She's so young, so stunning. And suddenly you feel the pressure not to mess anything up. So you do the safe thing. You become overly nice, overly polite, overly agreeable. You try to be the perfect gentleman, predictable, neutral, non-threatening. You avoid flirting because you don't want to seem like the creepy older guy. But in the process, you become something even worse, the boring older guy. And here's the real psychological problem. You're not just nervous, you're idolizing her. You've put her so high on a pedestal that you start acting beneath your own worth. Her youth becomes something rare and priceless, and you treat her like she's better than you. And she feels that. Women always feel it. You give off low-value energy, and that's why she leaves. Not because you're older, but because you acted like you weren't worthy of her. The solution? Normalize being around younger women. Talk to them casually, flirt lightly, desensitize yourself. When something becomes familiar, you stop overvaluing it. And when the pedestal disappears, confidence appears. And that's when she feels attraction. The second mistake is mishandling the question every younger woman eventually asks. So, how old are you? The moment she asks, most men panic. They think it's a test she wants them to fail. They mumble their age awkwardly, look down, laugh nervously, or try to justify it. And in that single moment, she senses insecurity. She reads your posture, your tone, your hesitation. And her subconscious thinks he's ashamed of his age. He doesn't feel worthy. That not your age is what turns her off. The right way to answer? Playful confidence. If you're 47 and she's 27 and she asks him, how old are you? Say it with a smirk. Honestly, I'm way too old for you. We should stop talking before you start falling for me. Or, I'm 700 months old, but I look incredible for my age. Make her laugh. Make her feel like you're comfortable in your own skin. And if you can't think of anything playful, just say your age proudly and move on. I'm 47. Smile. Then shift the topic. Don't stare at her for approval. Don't brace for her reaction. Just own it. Confidence in your age is attractive. Shame is not. The third mistake older men make is trying to impress younger women with wealth. Showing off money, leading with financial status, using gifts or expensive dinners as bait. This never builds respect. The moment she senses that you're using money to win her attention, she puts you in a category. The man who doesn't think he's enough without his wallet. And that destroys attraction because what she sees is not generosity. It's insecurity. It tells her something far more powerful than you realize. I don't think I'm desirable enough on my own. So maybe my money will speak for me. And yes, money can attract some women. But here's the uncomfortable question. Are they staying for you or for your bank account? Let me be brutally honest. If you lead with money, you don't attract love. You attract users. And the moment the gifts stop flowing, her interest will dry up with them. Now listen, I'm not saying you can't be proud of your success. You should be proud. You've worked hard, sacrificed, built your empire. But there's a huge difference between being high value and trying to buy value. There's a difference between sharing the meaning behind your Italy trip and flexing your luxury lifestyle. There's a difference between talking about your business with passion and listing your car, your watch, your condo in the first 10 minutes. When you do that, you're not connecting, you're peacocking. And any quality woman will feel it instantly. Because here's the secret very few men understand. Truly high-status men never flaunt it. They don't need to. Their calm confidence speaks louder than any Rolex, Ferrari, or penthouse ever could. Their grounded presence does the talking. So don't lead with your wallet. Lead with your masculine energy. Lead with humor. Lead with curiosity. Lead with your authenticity. Because when a woman is drawn to you, not your money, that's when the connection becomes real. That's when attraction becomes magnetic. But now we enter dangerous territory. The mistake that silently destroys attraction and pushes men straight into the friend zone. If you've ever thought, maybe if I help her enough, she'll like me back, then you need to hear this. And trust me, this mistake hurts more men than they will ever admit, because it doesn't feel like a mistake. It feels noble, it feels kind, it feels safe. So many older men, especially when they meet a younger woman, slip into the mentor role. They become her guide, her advisor, her emotional support system. Her career counselor. They give and give and give, hoping one day she'll see the truth. He's the perfect man. But what actually happens? She puts you in a box. Not the romantic box, not the sexual box, but the non-sexual protector box, dad energy box, wise advisor box, you're such a good guy box. And once you're inside of that box, it's almost impossible to escape. Why? Because by hiding your romantic intentions, by never showing masculine polarity, by avoiding flirtation, you train her subconscious to feel safe with you, but not attracted to you. Then one day you make your move. You confess your feelings. You try to kiss her. Her stomach drops. She pulls back. She says the words that shatter men. I didn't know you felt that way. She's confused, uncomfortable, not because you're a bad man, but because you never gave her the chance to see you as a romantic possibility. You waited too long. You hid behind kindness. You hoped helpfulness would magically turn into desire. But desire doesn't work like that. Desire needs polarity. Desire needs spark. Desire needs tension. Desire needs flirtation. And if you don't ignite that spark early, she will never feel the flame. Now look, I'm not saying don't be kind. I'm not saying don't be supportive. But if you want a woman, really want her, then you have to show her early on that you're not applying for the shape of life coach. You're a man, a masculine man, and you're attracted to her. Period. Don't hide behind helpfulness. Don't bury your desire under favors. Don't mentor her. Magnetize her. And that begins with creating a flirty vibe early on. And yes, many of you are thinking, Amelia, I don't know how to flirt with younger women without sounding awkward or creepy. That's exactly why I created the F formula, my signature step-by-step system that teaches you how to create fun, flirty, naturally sexual conversations that build tension without ever sounding needy or weird. You'll learn exactly what to say, how to say it, and when to escalate. So you transition from nice guy to the man she daydreams about. Thousands of my students have used this system to attract younger women without games, without scripts, without manipulation. If you want access, join our community, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And remember, don't wait, because the longer you repeat these mistakes, the more women you silently push away. You deserve attraction. You deserve connection. You deserve to feel desirable again. Let me show you how. I'm Amelia, and this is Dark Psychology. If this video spoke to you even a little, hit that like button, subscribe, and send this to a brother who needs the truth. You are not too old. You are not out of the game. You are not past your prime. You just need to remember who you are and stop making these four mistakes. Until next time, stay confident, stay bold, and stay dangerous.